Half Moon Key. This is the new clamshell section. They moved them down towards this end, which I don't know if I like that or not. They don't have the rope out here. It's wide open. The roped off section's over here. The pirate bar is down here. Hey, what is up, everyone? We hope you are doing well. We hope you can hear us.
Thank you guys for joining us.
We are coming in sideways tonight.
Forgive this. I just got off the cruise ship.
Cruise ship hair, just don't care. Look. And this, I hadn't shaved in a couple of days. Look. That's right. Billy J's in the house. I saw him coming in sideways too. Good to see you, Billy J. I think I said hey to most of the people in the chat here, but we'll go through and say hello to everyone again. I guess we are loud and clear, right? You can hear us, right?
So Meg did join us. I was like, Mike, where's
Meg? Meg's got a life, Michelle.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Was it is it dazzling, beautiful
Paul?
Beautiful, handsome Paul and beautiful Meg. I don't know what they call each other, but it's cute. And
thank you guys. Y'all are so sweet.
We're so thankful for you guys coming in and seeing us tonight. And so we'll go through real quick and say hellos. And as people, hopefully still keep coming in. And we'll talk about, we just got off the Sunshine.
Like literally.
On our way. Hey, Joe and Tracy, I see you coming in. So we did our pros and con lists on the way home today. We got it done in the first probably 30 minutes of the drive back.
Yeah.
And we'll put out a separate vlog for that one. We're going to do things a little different this vlog series, though. I was going to do a ship tour. I know ship tours do really well, and a lot of people do them, and they make a lot of money off of them, to be honest with you, in the YouTube world. Some of those things, 50, 100,000 views on them. I was like, man, I'm just not feeling it. Not that I didn't want to do the Sunshine, but it was 5 days. We worked a lot, and I probably vlogged less than I have
You really did.
Overall, in a 5-day period,
You really did.
I probably vlogged less than I have ever on a ship. So
we were just pooped.
We were just tired. So we said, you know what? Let's just document our day throughout the day.
We did a lot of resting.
A lot of eating resting, listening
napping.
to music, napping.
Yeah.
Your normal stuff. So that's what this vlog series is going to be about. Now, when we get
napping,
into
eating and resting.
Huh?
Napping, eating, and resting.
Right. Yeah. So I see we got Angela's in the house here. Going on Sunshine in Norfolk in February with my buddy who just moved there. Can't wait for your highlights. Angela, great to see you in here, by the way.
Thank you for joining us.
Awesome to see you in here. And I see another one here.
Hey.
Travel Escapes with the Brums or Brooms? Brums. I say Brums.
Help us out.
Help us out on that. Pronounce it out for us. And VA Fun Seekers, Virginia Fun Seekers. I love their channel. This channel's blowing up right here. You guys, you want to see some good food eating, visiting the North Carolina, South Carolina, Tennessee, Virginia. That's a good channel there. They are just like skyrocketing. They did some stuff recently in Mount Airy in the last several months that's got me like, Mike, you live 10 minutes from there. Why haven't you ever done that?
That's a little more than that.
Well, maybe 20. So I need to get up there and do some of that. I want to do some of that Andy Griffith type stuff and more stuff in North Carolina. Huh?
It's brooms.
Brooms. Okay. Yes. All right. Nice. Well, welcome in the chat.
Thank you so much for joining us.
I think I saw you coming over from Scott's. I think I saw you in Scott's chat, Controversial Cruising, on his show earlier tonight. So Joe and Tracy's in there. It says, our friends from South Carolina just made it on the Sunshine this morning for a 4-day cruise. Yeah, I think a lot of those go down to Bimini, which we went on a 4-day to Bimini last year and really enjoyed ourselves. So let's go through and say, hey, real quick. Blaine was in the house early on and said, hey, I can't stay, but hey, if you're in here, Blaine, hey, bud. Mike is in the house. Mike, good to see you, man. I know you've been commenting on a few of our videos. Mary Ellen Dillon is in the house.
Hi.
Let's see. Betsy is in the house. Good to see you, Betsy.
Hey, Betsy.
And I know you got some guests tonight coming on, right? Positive vibes, maybe?
I saw that.
Eileen's in the house. Our New Jersey, New York, New Jersey, Long Island friends. I think Long Island, maybe. Who else we got in here? Got Nightbots already in here making the money. Miss Barb is in the house. Funny you should ask. I'll be in Nassau on Monday. Hey.
Ooh.
Well.
I can tell you where to eat.
I can tell you where to eat. And I'll tell you what, we'll talk about some of that food tonight too. And there will be a separate vlog on that one. So let's see who else got. Miss Lauren Lives Life is in here. Good to see Miss Lauren. That was our Sunshine. I always say we met her in the Plaza area on the Sunshine. Her and her parents. So
sweet, yes.
Very sweet, very nice. And the shows are in the house. Good to see them.
Shows?
Yeah, but he said call them shows.
Shows.
Remember the Rose Shows houses? It's really Chows.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
And then Miss Meg. I think I said Miss Meg earlier. Hey, Miss Meg. Good to see you. And CCA is in the house. Carnival Cruise Addicts. Good to see them. I might need to ask you some. I spent more time in the casino on this cruise than I ever have.
You spent a lot of time in the casino.
And guess what? I still came up a little bit positive.
We did. Well, when you add it to my
we didn't, but I came up a little bit positive this time.
I did terrible.
Very little. And I would have really came out positive if it wasn't for the last day. Yeah. But we'll talk about it a little bit more tonight, too.
Terrible.
So Mike says, I'll be in Nassau in a few days. That's awesome, Mike. Yeah, I'm telling you, Margaritaville is a little bit expensive. We'll talk about that a little bit more, but we had a great time there. We really did. Captain Billy J is in the house. Good to see you, Captain.
J.
And Betsy, you look beautiful.
Oh,
I think the pink just brings out the beauty in her.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, okay. And then I think I said, hey, Miss Eileen. Yep. A lot of talking back and forth. Love that. Joe and Tracy's in the house. And hey,
hi, guys.
We paid off the Pride last week and booked the hotel rooms tonight, Michelle, or today.
Oh, we did? Okay, good.
Yeah, you didn't know about it, but I booked the hotel rooms.
I needed a nap.
For October the 4th and 5th, prior to going out on the Pride on the 6th. So, Joe and Tracy, if you're there, we're going to be there. As long as,
can't wait to meet you
guys. What's
the
old saying, the creek don't rise, and I can't remember what that is, country saying. Yeah. Was the sunshine everything you remember? I will say that she's starting to show her age a little bit.
Yeah.
She is starting to show her age a little bit. There's some likes and there's some dislikes. But but she is starting to show her age a little bit.
We had some cracks in the walls, and
Yeah. I mean, but I can live with that. Miss Katie is in the house. Good
Hey,
to see you, Miss
Katie.
Katie. And Miss Angela, we said hey to her when she came in here.
Yes.
Yeah, you're gonna love the Sunshine. I mean, it's still a
It is
great
a good
ship.
ship.
Don't get me wrong.
Yes.
Let's see, Virginia Fun. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Virginia
Yes.
Fun Seekers.
How
Check
did
out
the
their
gnat
channel.
get down here? How many times
I
have I
don't
said
know.
that?
How's that? I mean, yeah, I know. I don't know how it gets down here either. I think it's at the end here. Let's see.
Trisha Nichols?
So wait a minute here. I also said
Whoa, where did you see?
we are going on the Carnival Magic, leaving in 2 weeks. Looking forward to
Oh,
it.
that's nice.
So funny you say that. And listen, it's not the cruise fault or anything. My sister just got off the Magic, had a wonderful cruise, but came home to the C word. Her and my nephew, her grandson, came down with the C word. So be careful out there. It's still out there. We got people at work that's coming down with it. Hey, Will G, how are you doing? Good to see you in here. Miss Trisha is in here tonight. So
hi,
good
Trisha.
to see you, Trisha. Always good to see you in the house. And let's see.
We got Sugar in here.
Got Astute Tourist is in here. Thursday raid. Yeah, y'all had a big crowd in there tonight. And Miss Sugar is in the house. Good to see you. I hope I didn't miss much.
Nope,
no, you missed a little bit of a new intro. And in that new intro, if you look closely, I put an arrow pointing at it. They have started building the pier in Half Moon Key. Something we're going to talk about here in a second. Yes. Changes are going on in Half Moon Key. That's going to be a separate vlog on that one.
Some not so.
Hello, everyone. Hey, Miss Kimberly. How are you doing?
Kimberly.
Good to see you in here. Who else we got? That's right. Scott's in the house. Good to see you, Scott. Nice crowd over there tonight. Y'all had a really good, you and the Astute Tourist had a good crowd over there tonight.
Hey, Nancy.
Hey, Miss Nancy. Great to see you. And Michelle had one of your chairs out there in Half Moon Key. And
oh, my gosh, that was so nice.
It did not blow up. We had to really blow it up. But Michelle and Anthony had a great time. Michelle's all pink in her colors. That's right. We're all pink tonight. So 17 days to the Carnival Pride, buddy. That's right. Hey, you're going now and going in October again?
Oh, awesome.
Man, that's great.
That is nice.
So we haven't been on a cruise since 2019. We were so excited to be going.
Yeah.
Again. Yeah, you're going to really enjoy it. You're going to really enjoy it. And let's see. I love your hat, Michelle.
Nancy.
That's so sweet of you. Thank you. She doesn't wear a hat often, but she looks good in the hat, I think.
This is cruise day.
This is I got home, took a nap, cruise day. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And this is all I have the energy for.
Glad I didn't go to Margaritaville. I can't have their margaritas. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. And their margaritas are expensive, so I just got a couple of beers when I was there. I didn't want to spend a ton of money. Plus, we went and ate somewhere else.
We got some nachos for Anthony.
Anthony got $14 nachos. It was in a little bitty container.
I got two of them, and he
yeah, he scoured at that and the guacamole.
He is growing, and he's
taller than Michelle now. So
yeah, by like 3 inches or so.
15 days till FRGC 2.0 on the Jubilee.
Ooh.
So we talked to a lady that was on the Jubilee recently and said she really loved that ship. That's her favorite ship.
We met the sweetest lady.
Yeah, sorry to hear about your nephew, Mike. Yeah, it's still out there. I had a couple of people work that got it recently.
We're just hoping my mother-in-law doesn't get it being around them. And
so Trisha doesn't have long there either. August 17th.
Yes, you got a month out. That little gnat is really bothering me. If you get it.
Miss Lottie Da. I'm probably going to eat it by accident, unfortunately. Ugh. Going on the Magic 11/14.
Awesome.
Guys, great time here. So, so what ports did you stop at on the Sunshine? So we stopped at Half Moon Key, and then the very next day, Nassau. Which a lot of people don't like Nassau, but I like Nassau. I really do.
There was a time that we did not like it very much. Before they built the port, the port area was very pushy with vendors, and I felt I
didn't feel they were pushy at all this time. Actually, this was our best experience in Nassau.
They have streamlined things, and it is nice.
The way you come off the ship now, and then you walk through that, they got it's kind of like a covered area. Now we luckily were one of the closer ships and didn't have to walk here as far.
Big.
There was 5 ships I could see. I'm sure there was more on the other side. There was a princess ship, There was
The
3
Sunrise.
Carnivals, Sunrise, Glory, and Sunshine, and all those are kind of smaller ships. And then there was a Royal ship, which wasn't one of the big ones, and Princess. So those were the 5 I saw. So that may be why it wasn't so bad.
A haul to walk,
but we had a great time, and also we had a good experience. And this, listen, normally we talk about Nassau about the bad experience with taxi drivers and bad experience with them being pushy, putting things on your hand. Now, we didn't walk around a lot, but when you come off now and you go through the new area of the port area, they have a taxi stand there. So you go right up to that taxi stand, they'll call you up a taxi, and instead of haggling prices like 40 and 20 and 35, like we went a couple of years ago, and it was like 4 different prices from 4 different cab drivers.
And they were out there haggling and getting in your face, and they were just very aggressive.
So we got in the van with this guy, and he said, and then they got 2 more people to get in with us. So it was 5 of us total. And in that situation, it was 18 for us, for 3 of us. Because
it was
now, we're not going that far, but with the mobility issues we have, it still was, I was willing to pay the $18.
And it was hot.
And it was so hot in Nassau. Yeah, it was like 90, 91, 92 degrees.
I know the humidity was 100%. It was just hot.
Right. So we got to the, so it was like $18. So then we also took a taxi ride from there down to Goldie's. We ate at Goldie's for lunch,
which was farther.
Which was further down than we thought. It was like $20. It was $20 for 3 of us.
20, and we got a great big SUV all by ourselves.
Right, and then it was $20 back. So we spent a lot on taxis, but we didn't have to worry about a bunch of other people, buses, or anything like that. And it
was air conditioned, and it was nice, and they were all very nice to us.
Right,
they treated us really well, and I felt like we were treated very fairly.
Okay, so let's get back up here. So we had at Goldie's when we were in Nassau a couple of weekends ago. The comp fares were so good. So let's talk about that a little bit.
All right, that was our segue in. Right
well, we got some more questions up here.
Oh gosh.
So Kimberly, I think we answered that one. Sugar says, Michelle, you should come on the Girls Want to Have Fun cruise October 2025.
Oh.
We don't have a cruise booked in the fall of next year, Michelle. You can go. I can go with the guys. So,
Sugar, I'll have to take on that.
What are your thoughts on Margaritaville Day Pass? Did you walk? No, we didn't walk. We took the taxi, as we said. It was $18 for the 3 of us.
And
it's only about a mile. You really can walk it if you're in good shape. And we've walked it before.
But I was not happy.
Yeah, and we got there early in the morning, like 8:30. Now the actual Margaritaville opens up at like 9. You can get in there at 9.
They'll let you in.
The Lazy River doesn't start till 10 o'clock. But you can go out on their beach, and in our countdown there, when we're in the ocean there, that is Nassau Beach, Junkanoo Beach. It got pretty crowded there though.
And it's not a very big beach.
Well, Junkanoo Beach is big, but they got their little section of it.
The Margaritaville section is not very big.
Right, it's not very crowded. Big. But it's beautiful water. It is just pretty water. It's pretty just like Half Moon Cay, in my opinion. There's more grass and stuff, natural stuff out there versus Half Moon Cay.
And the guy was wigging out when we were out there. Something bit my foot.
Something ducked my foot. I'm getting out of here. He was scared, But I've heard other people say,
beware.
There's stingrays. You'll see stingrays, or you'll see turtles in there.
He wasn't. He was all right.
Yeah, he was all right. So, yeah. So the cost of all 3 of us to go, just a heads up on this. And again, we'll do a day vlog on this anyway. It was around with $300, $100 a person. Then it was with tax and gratuity and everything was about another $50. So it was $350. So it's not cheap.
It's not cheap
at all.
However,
but it was clean. The restrooms are really clean. They already provide towels.
They do provide towels. They have a nice ladies. Of course, I don't know what the men's look like, but they have a nice ladies' bathroom that's air conditioned. It's changing area. It's nice. They do have lockers. Like Mike said, they have towels that are provided. They have plenty of seating, umbrellas that we got.
The only thing they kind of ran out of, and it was shocking to us, was they almost ran out of inner tubes.
And in the morning,
there was plenty there that morning. And it's like somehow, I don't know if they were taking them out, cleaning them, or pumping them up, or
they could have.
I don't know.
But at the end of the day, there were not many.
Yeah. There wasn't many, but you can walk in there and you can kind of float in it too.
Yeah.
So some people just walk around the lazy river.
It's only 3 feet. So if you're tall like Mike, then you need a float to kind of
it's 3 to 3.5. It says 3.5.
Mm-hmm.
And then they do have a diving platform. They got 2 water slides that are small. They're not the big ones like on a Carnival ship.
And then they have a little pool area.
They got a pool area in the middle. It's a 0 entry in. So that's nice. If you've got mobility issues, you can just walk into the water. You don't have to step down into it. They got step ins and step outs all over the place. Then they do have a diving, not a diving board, but a diving platform where it's 11.5 foot deep water. So you can go up there if you want to dive in the water. You can dive in the water as well. So
a lot of kids, of course.
We like it. That was our 2-year anniversary. And what was funny was there was a couple in front of us, and I'm sitting here with my GoPro vlogging, and the guy's like, "Are you a YouTuber?"
What was your most asked question? Like,
yeah, are you a YouTuber? Are you a vlogger? Are you? It's like it's an animal or something. Are you a YouTuber or a vlogger? And I was like, yeah, we got a small channel. But this guy, number one, he was a Trumpster. He asked me, he said, right off the bat, he goes, I said, you make more money during the time when the election's going on. That's the honest truth. If you got a YouTube channel,
just open the door.
I said, you make more money because of the presidential ads. He's like, are you going to vote for Trump? Are you a Trumpster? And I was like, nope. I said, I ain't voting for either one of them. And he goes, come on now. And I said, I can't trust either one of them. I ain't voting for either one of them. And he goes, well, you got a point there. He goes, you got a point there. And I was like, okay. But that guy was funny, and he asked us to put him in his vlog. I had the QR code. I was like, here, go ahead and sign. Here, go ahead and sub to my channel, my QR code. But yeah, we had a lot of fun there.
A lot of nice people.
Yeah. So we get down here to Roy's thing. We ate at Goldie's when we were in Nassau a couple of weekends, and the conch fritters were so good. I like the conch fritters, but Roy, or Amanda, whoever said this, I want to warn you all. Conch fritters, true conch fritters that have conch meat in them, it's like eating calamari.
It's been cooked a little too long.
You have to have an acquired taste for it. If you don't like that chewy substance and that little toughness to it, you are not going to like
it's like kind of
authentic conch fritters.
It's kind of like a chewy rubber band.
Yeah. So we went and got to Goldie's, and I got it was like, what, 8 of them for like $6. It wasn't that much.
No.
Huge, but I know about probably that big around. And ate them, and Anthony didn't like them. Michelle.
So the breading is delicious. The spice in it is delicious. And where it's fried on the outside, it's just crispy, and so it's really good until I bite into that chewy rubber band stuff. And that I do like.
Yeah, it was chewy. I'm gonna tell you what though, I got jerk chicken.
Okay.
Man, it was so good. And then they had this big thing of rice and like peas. And then it had mac and cheese with it.
So much
big old potato salad
in my life. The pile of rice they gave him was like,
I thought Twin Brothers was a lot. It was a lot.
Over.
It was more than Twin Brothers.
It was a huge plate of food. How much was it? Like $15, $18?
It was 15. Mine was 15.
I think mine was 15.
This plate was my hand. Huge. I could take 2 of my hands.
I was laughing.
And it'd still be inside of it.
I was laughing because Mike can usually eat a decent amount.
I can eat a pretty good amount.
Especially when we had hardly any food. And he could not even come close to even eating half of it. It was
hey, no, I didn't do that gimmick there, CC. I had somebody dare me to do that, and I'm like, nah. I wouldn't mind having 160,000 subscribers, but 160,000 subscribers with 20 people in your live, it ain't worth it to me. But I came close to doing that. I was like, Anthony, go up there and act like you're getting scared, like the shark's really going to bite you, and I'll video it. But no,
Anthony did a lot of eye rolling at us.
I'm kind of being mean on that, but
okay. I'm going back to Goldie's.
Goldie's was good though. What'd you get?
So I got fried shrimp, and they were good. They were delicious. But Mike's was really good.
And it was a big old plate. 2 people could have ate off that. Like
easy.
You could have just got an appetizer on that one plate and both shared it.
his macaroni and cheese was so good, and it
Macaroni and
was
cheese had a
spicy.
spiciness to it.
It was so good.
It kind of had that like cafeteria type, like roux made with it, and had some like red spices in it.
It was so good.
It was. I mean, I'm telling you, it was better. I like Twin Brothers was really good,
but this was better.
This, I think, was better.
But nothing compared to the potato salad. Mike took a bite of the potato salad and said, "This is just like your grandmother."
Yeah, Michelle's grandmother could make some. Bless her heart. She's she passed away a few years back, but she made one of the best potato salads I've ever had. And I don't like potato salad.
It tasted just like hers, and
but it tasted good.
So good, so good.
Yeah.
So we were very impressed.
So Goldie's is a hole in the wall. You walk in there, you're like, "What am I walking into?" They're playing like Mariah Carey and
a lot of
who was the other Whitney Houston, like old 80s and 90s music.
They got a big screen TV
Everything's
with
panel
videos.
Brown walls. I mean, it's a little bitty hole in the wall place. And you first walk in, you're like, Anthony said, "I thought this place was sketchy." He's like, "I didn't know about it."
Well, it could have looked
kind of looks a little sketchy, but it is nice. The people treat you. It's just like you going over somebody's home and they're pulling the food out from the back saying, "Hey man, here."
They treated us really
They kept coming up to us. Y'all got enough food? You got? I mean, you need anything? Do you need
a bigger table? Is this table bigger? Yeah.
They were super nice. So I will go back there again.
Yeah, I will too.
Peg and Artie's in the house. Good to see you, Peg and Artie.
So it was good.
All right. Did I miss anything else up here, Michelle? Yeah, there was 5 ships in there, but I think there was a lot more that came in.
Peg and Artie said that they're building a $35 million, and you just moved that. I can't see where it went.
So, Joe and Tracy, the camera. I do like the new camera. It takes some great footage. I got to get used to it though, because it's got a little joystick on it to make it go up and down. I got to get used to that. When you food vlog, and we do a lot of food vlogging, I love the part we can flip it around and double tap your face, and it like zooms and follows your face all over the place, and you keeps you in the center of the screen. But zooming in on it, it doesn't do great on zooming. So I'm having to learn to take the camera and go closer to the food, or just pull my phone back out and video closer to the food, or be a distance and go to a digital zoom on my phone. My iPhone does a really good job of zooming in on things that you want to zoom in on. But I do like the camera. And then when you pan, it pans softly and slowly, so it looks real cinematic. All right, so may have missed some other questions here. Did you get LA? Oh, okay. So there's another question. No, we did not. Let's see. Only a few days till we see you guys.
35. Where's this water park at?
Yeah, I saw that too. I think he posted it on the Gilbert's page. But yeah, they're supposed to be building a huge water park, multi-million-dollar park out there. So Mr. Publix says July 11th. I got off the boat Sunshine. Okay.
Oh.
So
did you have fun?
Yeah, I mean, so you got off the same time we did. We were on there. We were there with you this morning. Then we both got off the ship the same time. So did you have a good time? And what did you think about the ship? Let us know your thoughts.
Yes, Sugar.
Was Goodie's good food? Was it worth it? Yes, Sugar. Yes. I thought Goldie's was definitely worth the money. Yes. Now I will say this about Nassau, and everybody should know this. And this is Half Moon Key too. They hit you with a VAT tax and a gratuity tax.
They do.
And we usually tip on top of that, because I don't really trust if those people are going to get that money or not. So be prepared, whatever your bill is, to add 25% to that.
So Anthony got this huge plate of course, Anthony gets something weird of chicken Alfredo, and it is huge. So he got that. I got shrimp, and Mike got his meal. Mike got a couple beers. Anthony and I got.
Anthony's was like 18. Like the beers were reasonably priced. I thought $5 each. They were bottle beers. And I got the Sands. That is a good beer. I've never had that before, but it was a Sands Light. It's a Bohemian beer. They were celebrating today or tomorrow their 52nd year of
Yeah.
independence. So
Yes, and they were pulling
they
out
were
the
going to have a huge
stadium
celebration there.
stuff.
Yeah.
And so Anthony and I got a soda, and then you got a bottled water.
Mm-hmm.
And so all of that together, and I left a very good tip.
I think the main bill was $88. It was $88.
I think so. And anyway,
But you can remember that VAT tax is like 25%. So
it's
I mean, it's like 15% gratuity and 10% VAT tax or something like that. I mean, so you might as well add 25% of whatever it shows you on the price. Know that you're going to add 25% to that. And
so I left $105. So
dang, Michelle.
well, they were very good to us. He fusses at me all the time because I tip too much. But those people work hard, and it's hot, and they work hard, and they treated us really well. So if you treat me well, I'm going to give you a good tip.
Oh my, that price Nassau is sounding more and more like a nice ship day to me. It is. It's not cheap. Now you can walk down in Junkanoo Beach and it's cheap. It's free, and you can get like 4 drinks for $20, like a couple of shots, a couple of beers. I mean, if you like drinking, but you can do things a lot cheaper. We knew we wanted to do something safe. We wanted. It was a 2-year anniversary from our Margaritaville video. It's 2 years, almost exactly to the date. So we wanted to do a follow-up video 2 years later to see what's changing. And there are a few changes there. Not a lot,
and we
but there are
went
a
in
few.
knowing that it was expensive and that we were going to spend a lot of money. So it wasn't like a shock to us. We had anticipated.
We'd already planned that. So Mike and Brandy says, hello, Mike and Brandy says, hello, Mike and Michelle. It looks like y'all had a great time, Sunshine.
We did.
We did. And let's see. Cruise Dorks have a vlog of it pulling in. Okay. What is that? One of the new ships, maybe? Coming into Port Canaveral, maybe? They're supposed to have, I think, a new ship coming in down there. Anytime you pull out the phone, they ask. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh
yeah, I was out at Goldie's taking a little B-roll film, and a guy come up and goes, "Hey, you a YouTube vlogger?" And I was like, "Yeah." He goes, "Welcome to Nassau."
Yeah. Everybody usually is happy about it and plays it up, except for one very large, not nice woman that Mike encountered.
Yeah, we're almost 30 minutes into it. We ain't talked about Sunshine Ship at all, so we got to talk about that some. So we'll go back. We're going to talk a little bit about Sunshine and then go to Half Moon Cay. So the Sunshine Ship, it's just everything that I thought and remembered. It's been a year since we've been on there.
Yeah.
The only things I didn't like is we had an interior room. It's the worst room I've ever had.
Woo!
Bathroom was good.
Yeah, it was
plenty of room in the bathroom.
Of course.
But the interior room was absolutely horrible. Did not like the interior room. I felt like the walls were shrinking in on me.
So I told Mike this the first day, and I told him when we were leaving. I feel very much like that is a 2-person occupancy room, and they said, "Hey, we can, advertise this to more people and get a 3rd person in there by we are locked up."
We're locked up. No. All right, we're going to go out and back in because Michelle didn't pay the bill. That's what happens when you don't pay the bill. Thank you, Josh, for the big ratings. Next cruise will be a blast in October. That's right.
It will be.
That is Josh from NES. So sorry about that. We got locked up there. But what was the last question we had? We were talking about?
I don't even remember. I got
I'm sorry, the chat jumped all over the place too on here. So
hey, we got funnel heads in here.
Hey, funnel heads, good to see you in here.
We've got
Kimberly
in here as well.
Kimberly, good to see you. I think Kimberly was earlier up there, wasn't
she? Was.
Tess is in here. Good to see Tess in here now.
We've got some questions up here. Okay.
We're limited here. We got to go, Michelle.
We're mean.
It's a show about the sunshine. We ain't talked about the sunshine.
The room size.
All right, the room size. Yeah, the room size was just too small, in my opinion.
So I feel like that it was a 2-person occupancy, and then they said we can fit a 3rd one, and they put a cot in there. Between Anthony's cot in the
It
walkway.
was pushed against the wall.
There was this much room, literally this much room for us to get through.
And then on the other
the
side that I
bathroom.
slept on with the wall, there was no difference. It was probably 8 to 10 inches was all there was on
Yeah.
that side either. So you had to get out from the front. I hit my feet and my shins and
some
knees.
ugly
And
words.
it was rough. It was a rough 5 days. I would not get an interior like that ever again. I don't even know if I'll get an interior again after being scared. Like now we had an interior on the Sunshine last year and it was great.
It
the
was
two of us.
absolutely fine.
Now, and if that little trundle, what was it called, a trundle?
I think so.
If that wasn't in there, there
would've
probably
been
been
fun.
enough room for 2 people.
Yes, it would have
But
been
when you
fun.
had that third person, no, I mean the walls were closing in on me. I told Michelle that last day, I was like, I gotta get off this ship, man. This thing is driving me crazy.
It was tight.
Yeah, it was very tight. And that was room
7323.
7323. That'd be a separate vlog coming up. So let's see what else. Jerk chicken. Now you're talking. That's right. Jerk chicken was excellent.
Yes.
All right. So let me tell you another little story on the Sunshine. A couple more stories here. So we had a good time on the ship. We love this ship. Everybody knows we brag about it all the time.
Yes.
We even started up
by saying
we even started up me and 3 or 4 other ladies had already started up. We're moderators for the Sunshine Behind the Lens channel. So we love the Sunshine.
Any cruise is a good cruise.
Love the layout of the ship.
Mm-hmm.
Love everything. It is definitely starting to show its age in the rooms.
It is.
Some, paint.
The molding around the top.
Stuff
it's
like
rough
that.
looking. And there's a big spider crack in the wall.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely starting in bathrooms. Some of the artwork on the wall in the bathrooms is all messed up holes in it and stuff. So it's definitely starting to show its age. It could definitely use a dry dock again, which I hear it's getting in January or February before it goes to Norfolk. So that'll be a great thing for that ship. But we went. Now listen, some of you guys that aren't vloggers, you may agree with this. I don't know, but we went to the steakhouse on the first night, and the steakhouse was excellent. Let me tell you that.
It was
one of the best steaks I've ever had. It was so good.
And anybody that goes to the steakhouse has got to get a watermelon martini. Just so good.
We talked the table in to get one beside us, and they hated it.
She was not happy.
She said this drink's too strong.
You need to tell me it's strong.
Hey, this is something else I got on the cruise.
That's another vlog.
That's another vlog. That's a Half Moon Key story that I got to tell you about. And this is brought back from the ship because I'm not leaving my $8.50 beer.
That thing was full of beer.
Yeah, there was 6 of them at $8.50 a pop in Half Moon Key. That's a story too if we got enough time. But
we got a lot of those.
Yeah, we got a lot of stories we can tell you guys. We'll have to probably save some of them for the vlogs. So we go up to eat at the steakhouse, right? Michelle's going in to check in. I'm out there, with my phone. I'm not even using the Osmo Pocket Osmo 13. And I just got it turned sideways like this, just videoing the outside of where it says Fahrenheit 555. And I come around the corner, and this lady's probably 5'10", 220. And she looks at me and she goes, You cannot video people without their written permission.
And she was
nasty. She was nasty. Mm-hmm. And I said, really? I said, and after 15 cruises, this is the first I've ever heard of that. I said, so I guess I'll put it up. Oh man, I was so mad. I was fuming. Yeah, I called her a few names, not to her face, behind her back, of course, because I'm a coward like that. That German Russian lady, whatever she was,
want to be banned from Carnival.
Yeah, we don't want to be banned from Carnival, and then it goes half our vlogs, Maybe we need to, so we'll go to Celebrity or something. But she was nasty. She was nasty. It wasn't every other crew member on that ship, if we saw our camera out or video, they were like, they would run up to the camera like, hey, get me. Like, hey.
Oh, no.
Not her.
She was so nasty.
Not her. She was nasty.
It wasn't a polite, please put your camera up.
Yeah, please put your camera up.
No, please.
And it was only her. I wasn't even videoing anybody else. I was videoing the main desk where you walk in to check in. I wasn't even videoing a bunch of people anywhere. Mm-mm. She didn't want to be videoed. And I get that. I mean, she could say, hey, sir, please, would you rather not? I'd rather not video
No,
me.
she was
And I'd have been like,
nasty.
okay, yeah. And she was like, you have to get written permission from
She was
everybody
so
to have to
nasty.
be in their video. You cannot do that.
Mike and I looked at each other like, oh,
Jeez.
wow.
First time ever
Yeah.
on any cruise ship, on any cruise line.
And
that's ever
everybody
happened.
else, all the service,
Yeah,
aside from her,
two-
we got excellent
The
service.
two people at the table were great. They were
Yes.
funny. One of the guy was telling me that he's
He was
originally
telling us all about where he's from
him
and
and his
his
wife live in
and
Canada, and he's from
he was from India, wasn't he?
I can't remember. I think it was Bali. He was from somewhere like that, but
He was from India. Anyway,
but we had a great time.
super nice.
Food was great.
Super good.
But
staff.
That lady reminded me of the lady Betsy always have in their videos. Her and Mike does where they do like the big Romanian or whatever the lady's name is, Gretzel or whatever her name was. She was. I wasn't going to mess with her.
No, she was a big woman.
She would have took me out.
Not fat woman.
No,
she was just tall. She was everybody.
I think I've seen her on there before.
She was a big woman.
But she was not. Either somebody made her mad earlier or something. I don't know. I will say this though, the Sunshine free bottle wine is this much of a step up from Boone's Farm and Mad Dog 2020.
The people beside us.
It is the nastiest wine I've ever had. I mean, if you displayed that as wine to somebody that doesn't drink wine, and you're like, I'll never drink wine again. It reminded me of Sulfate 2020, Mad Dog 2020 back in the day. It was horrible wine. I've said that I drank a whole bottle of it, but only says VAT tax is applied in Ireland too. Okay.
I want to go to Ireland too.
I want to go there.
One of my coworkers recently got back and she said it was just incredible. So
yes, Lauren, in our intro of this video, and if y'all came in late, go back and watch the beginning, first like 30, 45 seconds of the video. I've got an arrow pointing at it.
They've got the cranes and all that.
Let me tell you this ahead of time. I'm kind of already spilling the tea on our vlog. They've changed up Half Moon Key.
Yeah.
When you come in now,
you can't say it's for the better.
Yeah, when you used to go straight to your clamshell if you had it rented. That's going to kill my video on that too, so I'm going to be wrong. You used to go straight to the clamshell you wanted, stand there, hand them the ticket, they'd come up, unlock it, and you'd have your clamshell. Mm-hmm. Don't do that anymore. Now, I don't know how long ago this changed.
It's been a year since we've been there.
I haven't paid attention. We locked up again. All right, Michelle really didn't pay the bill tonight. All right, we're back.
Gosh. Sorry.
So, but when you come off the ship and you come up through like the port, the little San Salvador sign, as soon as you come in there, there's somebody with Carnival with a notepad, and they're saying clamshell rentals, clamshell rentals, clamshell rentals. Are like, yeah, that's us. She's like, go over here and wait. And I was like, what? What do you mean?
And then a lady in front of us said they have moved them all the way down to the far part of the beach.
They moved the clamshells to the very end of the beach.
Like we are ugly stepchildren.
And that's what I was hearing from a lot of people in the clamshells, because we were on the front clamshell and we heard the juicy tea all the way around us. And everybody was upset about the clamshells. Yep. So just a heads up on that. It is a little bit of a walk. They take you down on the little trolley or little bus they have.
They do.
They take you down to it. Number, I think 15 is the last cabana you can rent. You're past it. You're way past the boat.
The boat bar.
You're at the last lifeguard station.
Yes, there's a sign that.
And they're too deep. So if you go back and watch our intro video again, you can see that. There's 2 rows of clamshells.
You're past the roped off area. So there's no roped area out there. There's signs that say no lifeguard out there. So it is way past everything.
Now, in saying all that, when you're at the very end of it, I was videoing, and you can see it at the very beginning of the intro. You can see they got cranes, and they're working on the very end of the island, and it's still a pretty good distance. It's equally as far around as it is the very beginning. But when we were leaving, one of the guys on the water shuttle told us. We said, "What are they doing over there?" And he's like, "That's where they're working on the pier." He says, "We won't do the water shuttles anymore." So they are working on that right now. So just let everybody know.
Yes.
So Crystal says, "I'll leave Monday. Can't wait." Awesome, Crystal. You're gonna have a
Yes.
great time.
So
Sunshine is fun.
in place of the clamshells, they have now put chairs and rent out umbrellas down there. So they have a whole sea
I
of
had
umbrellas.
no idea.
No idea, Betsy. I have no clue.
Yeah, it's no idea. She's probably got, yeah, she's probably mad she didn't get any Luvy's Fat Life swag. It's probably what she's really mad.
Yeah.
If I gave
She
her
actually is an attractive woman.
yeah, she was. I mean, she wasn't ugly or anything like that. No,
she's
she was
actually attractive.
I'm just giving her a hard time.
But
Listen,
she is a
she's
big
probably
woman.
a really a nice lady.
She wasn't
She
nice.
just probably
to
had a
us.
bad day, but she was not nice to me.
Woo!
I'm kind of shocked 'cause I'm a big guy. I'm pretty intimidating. She didn't have none of it.
She wasn't scared of you a bit.
So they need to bring some Carlos Rossi on the carnival. Best cheap wine. Okay.
I need to try that.
I'll have to try it, but I know that cheap bottle of wine that what's name has is awful. Oh my God, Mad Dog 2022 funny. Yeah, you remember what that was like. I remember, man, in high school, man, the fake ID and get that. So do you drive to the portion for? So Eileen, if we go, we do both. If it's Miami, we fly.
Yeah.
If it's Port Canaveral, we'll drive. And we love Port Canaveral. I like Port Canaveral better
Yeah,
than
it's
Miami.
just too much to drive to Miami.
Yeah. And usually we fly into Fort Lauderdale and then just take a cab up. So about the ship, anything else about the ship, Michelle? It's getting old. We didn't like our interior room. That's our fault. We booked that.
Should we tell them about our experience?
Oh, we got to tell you about our experience about this. And this may change the way we book cruises down the road.
It might.
I mean, and this is a serious conversation.
And this is a controversial conversation because there's a lot of people who do not agree with us.
Right. A lot of people don't agree with us. We're saying this up front. If you don't agree with us, we
I'm
understand,
sorry.
but my opinion is what matters. Yours don't.
That is so not true.
Just
However, it is enough to make us rethink our plans.
So let's answer this real quick. Have they changed the shows?
So we saw a
Still
new show.
Epic Rocks.
Yeah.
I heard people said they like that. I can't stand that old opera singing of classic rock and roll. I can't do it. One time's enough. I can't do it again.
I'm trying to remember what this
What's the name of the show? Studio 54.
No, it's not 54. Studio VIP.
Yeah, that's what
That's
the same
what it
thing
is.
though. They're
But
trying
it
to
is.
make a thing of Studio 54.
And they try to make it funny, and I don't know.
Anthony didn't care for it, and he usually
didn't.
loves those shows.
But we got great seats.
All right, so here's the controversy. When we were on the Magic, we were on the Celebrity Reflection last cruise. Had a great time. Not many kids on the ship at all. The time before that, last October, we had Anthony with us. We were on the Carnival Celebration. Not a lot of kids in October. No problem at all. The Magic spring break of 2023 was horrible. The kids were horrible. They acted horrible.
We said we would never cruise on spring break again.
We would never going. Okay.
And we, of course, haven't.
So this time on the Sunshine, the kids, horrible. Horrible.
Like a different level.
I mean, it's worse than the Magic ever thought about being. And it's to the point now that I don't even know if I'm going to book summer vacations anymore. I mean, it's hot anyway. I know that's not a popular time, but we don't like to take Anthony. We can't take him out of school. So I think we're going to change in 2025 or 2026 how we cruise because the kids are so horrible nowadays.
I had bought some cute stuff to go on the door. I bought a turtle, a wooden turtle, and then some cute little fish.
Got my Hobby Lobby. They
Yes.
wasn't that expensive, but
No.
it's just little bit door decorations.
It's not the money. Not the money.
It's not the point.
But was it the next to last night? You were down at the casino,
Yeah.
and I know when it happened. I heard messing around at the door, and I thought it was Mike coming in from the casino.
So I was having drunk coming in the casino.
And somebody stole my fish off of the door.
They stole the fish off the door, but they were running up and down the halls
Yes.
all night long, banging on the doors,
Yes.
stealing stuff off the doors. They were singing
Yep.
some kind of song I didn't know. And Anthony goes, "Dad, that's a TikTok trend.
Mhm.
It's something about you sing a song and then you knock on the door
And then you run away.
And you run away. You play it. It's some kind of challenge that kids do, but they were doing that. And one time I heard them messing with the door outside, and I was at the door. So I opened it real quick and slammed it real quick on them. And I heard them take off running and fall in the hallway and goes, "That guy's raging on me. He's raging on me."
And then another time, Anthony opened the door and he caught them red-handed trying to steal my other fish.
Yeah, like Anthony opened the door. So it was so bad on the ship that we couldn't put our luggage out and feel safe.
So we left the door open last night.
Luggage would get, that the porter would, they would get it and be able to take it down. So we had to leave the door open,
so we could monitor
open
our luggage
and watch our luggage, so that we would know the guy came around with the cart and picked it up. It was that bad. When you were, and some of this is, listen, it's probably really not the kids' fault. It's the parents' fault.
Innocent of parents.
But we would sit there, like we were sitting there in the plaza area. And there was this couple in front of us. And this lady knew better. She was in her 70s, probably late 60s and 70s. She talked like a sailor.
Loud,
obnoxious.
Over everybody.
Kids around. She didn't care. She was in a wheelchair. She was like, F this, GD that, F that. I was like, gosh, man, what is going on?
Gosh.
But kids everywhere in the pools by themselves. We saw parents coming out going, where's so-and-so at? Talking to another relative right there. And they said, and the other one goes, I don't know where they're at. He's like, well, I hope they're not in the pool. Okay. Your kid don't know how to swim and you don't even know if they're in the pool or not. I mean, geez. I don't know, mate. This has probably been this way for a long time.
And we just have not witnessed this because we don't normally cruise in the summer.
I mean, Michelle, we've been on a lot of cruises, and it's always when Anthony's out of school. We've just now noticed it over the last couple of years.
Yeah.
I don't know what's changed, but something has changed in the last couple of years. So going next year in 2026, I think we're going to cruise any summers and any spring breaks or winter breaks going forward.
But when we were in Margaritaville,
it's going to punish Anthony because now he can't go.
When we were in Margaritaville, there were many kids, but we didn't see any kids acting up.
When we were at Margaritaville Resort, all the kids, and listen, that was a water park.
Yes.
Kids were not being mean. They were acting. They were
not running around screaming, acting ridiculous. They were all well behaved, and there were a bunch of kids.
We sound like the old people yelling at the clouds now. I know.
We do. I'm sorry,
but it was just horrible. So it's disappointing.
It is,
because I love the ship, and I love cruising.
And we love kids because we've got one.
Yeah, we love kids too. And I just cannot. I don't think I can do it anymore.
But our kid is like, I can't believe how these kids are acting.
I agree, Mike. I like kids, but I do not want to sail when there are hundreds of kids on a boat or on board. I've only sailed summer twice. One for my best friend's wedding, and then Alaska last year. So we are going to Alaska next May. So I love the sunshine going in November. November would be a great time. We love October, November are great times to be on the sunshine. But yeah, we just didn't feel comfortable with like Anthony when he opened the door, and they were like eye to eye with him when he opened the door, getting ready to steal the stuff off the door. Now listen, it's not worth a lot of money.
No, this has nothing to do.
They knew we knew they were doing it, and they still kept doing it. They still kept doing it.
It was a joke to them.
Also, in the casino, you had kids running through the casino.
Yep.
And they would have to, the person in the casino would try to stop them. But they were running in and out of the casino games. I mean, the slot machines and stuff. It was, yeah.
I said this, and Mike said I sound like a Karen, but I just feel like that the Carnival could do more. They need to have security walking the floors, and that would deal with a lot of it. Just security, just walking the floors. I just don't think
they can put enough security out there. Really, I don't. Because we were on 7 aft. There was not a lot past us. But there was just the back. It was only the back. I mean, it was kids on that floor.
But if the word is out that it is a no tolerance, and they have security, then the word's out, and they will get in trouble if they do it.
So Brian, I see Brian here. So that was one. Hey Brian, by the way, good to see you in here. That was the one reason I booked on Serenity Day. That would be a great idea.
Absolutely,
To
but
book on
we
the
have a
Serenity Day.
child,
Yeah.
so I mean,
yeah, we can't do that. Another thing is, I think that would really stop a lot of this, and they will not do this, is to me, they ought to make the curfew 9 or 10 o'clock
heck
instead
yeah.
of 1 a.m. If a kid needs to be with their parent, to me, if you're at, my mom used to tell me, if it's after 9, 10 o'clock at night and you're out by yourself, you're
And if you can't behave
you're
yourself, you
getting in
need to be
trouble. You're probably
chaperoned.
getting in trouble. So those parents, they want to go out. And I get it. They're parents. They're on vacation. They want to go out and have a few drinks, go to the casino, and let everybody else watch their kids. But yeah, people disagree. I know it's controversial. People get upset about that. Like, it's their vacation too. It is their vacation too. But don't ruin everybody else's
That's
vacation.
right. And don't steal my stuff.
Because I'm going to tell you right now, if Anthony acted that way and I saw him acting that way, that would be the last time he acted that way. He would never go on a cruise ship again. And Anthony, people are asking me, like, Anthony, what's he going to do? Anthony don't do nothing. Anthony's either with us or he's in the room.
Yep.
He don't go to the kids club no more. He don't like it.
And that's
Anthony's
his
kind
choice.
he's an introvert. He don't like to go and socialize with other kids and stuff. He's an introvert. So he'd rather go back to the room, play on the internet, play on his phone. So or we'll try to stay out late with him, listen to music.
I mean, we'll do whatever he wants to. I mean, we go and do what he wants to too. That's why I go to shows. But he would never dream of acting that way, ever.
Yeah,
ever.
Eileen says, "Don't be acting a fool." That's
Absolutely.
Right. So Angela says, we had security start being stationed at the stairwell near the teen club on our Horizon sewing. It was constantly smelling like pot over there. So that's another thing that's changed. We forgot to bring that up. So this is something that's changed. If you're watching this or watching this on a replay, first time this has ever happened in Charleston. Now, I've been at other ports before. You line your bag up, all your luggage
Miami
up.
is that way all the time.
Yeah, Miami's that way every time. Even I think they've done it in Port Canaveral. And they'll bring the dog down to smell everything. They did it in Charleston, too. Did. They had us line up all of our stuff, and then they came down.
A beautiful German Shepherd came
right down, sniffed everything up, and then they left. But people I did hear on the ship saying, man, the smell of marijuana where they were at was really strong. So I guess they had it on them personally. I don't know how else they would have smuggled it on.
Because the dogs didn't smell us.
Yeah.
They just smelled luggage.
Yeah. So anything else, Michelle, that you know of, want to talk about the ship? Listen, I know it sounded really negative about the kids at the very end. That's just our personal opinion.
Again, we love kids. We
do love kids. We were telling Anthony that maybe we need to try to get one of your friends to go on the cruise with us, so that you and them can hang out.
We jumped through serious hoops to get ours.
Yeah.
So we love kids, but I don't love misbehaving kids.
Yep. So food was good, especially restaurants. Food was good.
You're gonna have to check out our video about the buffet.
Havana bar area.
Always great.
Great. If you go on the Sunshine, you're watching this on replay, do yourself a favor, get your food, and go hang out in the Havana bar area.
Get your food somewhere other than the buffet.
Yeah. And separate vlog. And also, I mean, that was one thing we did have, people kind of pick on us about the Sunshine. We did have some people stop us. And the biggest thing they asked us, they said, was mostly about thank you for the embarkation video.
Yeah.
Which that video is only good to the end of this year. One lady with her child said that she was cruising with just her and her child. So she said, my Facebook group shared your video out on the embarkation day. And she said, I probably watched your video 10 times and wrote down step by step what to do. And she said, it really helped me. But we had Faster to the Fun. We got there the latest we've ever got there. And it still took us 59 minutes to get on, which is the quickest we've ever got on in Charleston before, even with Faster to the Fun. The lady that watched our video said she got there at 1:15 and got on the ship at 2:00.
Yep.
And she said, we did the same thing you did. As soon as we went through the gate, we hit the stopwatch. So
Anthony and I met another couple going on the elevator, and he said that they were first-time cruisers, loved it, and would be going again. And they did the same thing.
Saw a lot of blues and a lot of reds.
Yep.
cards. So
Yep.
that may be why some of the acting out was a little bit. There was a lot of new cruisers and stuff.
Joe and Tracy, yes, he was not obnoxious. We've had him before.
He's
James
actually, I'm gonna give a secret here. He's actually on our positive list.
Yes.
Of the good and the bad of the Carnival Sunshine.
He's not obnoxious.
We've had him before on the Freedom before. James Love. He's from Virginia. He's not obnoxious. Mm-hmm. If you don't realize that you won't even know he's there, and I like that.
We see his presence some around the ship, but he is not obnoxious on the.
He's not coming on all the time, saying something on the intercom. No. I thought he was great. And then we had some kids that had special needs, and we were doing something in the plaza area, and they had a contest, like a drum off contest. So you brought all the special needs kids up there, which 3 or 4 of them, right?
Yeah.
And he had them do a dance off, and he gave them all a prize.
And it was awesome.
So he was really good to them, and the crowd was going crazy cheering for the kids. So, Yep. All right. So it is 9:01, Michelle.
We had fun, so please don't take our negatives.
We had a great time. Listen, when we do our pros and cons, which is going to be soon in the next week or two, there's going to be a lot more pros and cons.
Yes.
And the biggest con was the kids, and that's very controversial. Adults, many people don't agree with us. They say, hey, shut your mouth. You don't know what you're talking about. So I get that. But that was just our opinion on it. But you guys have a great night, and I hope to see you next week.
Go join our friends at Beach Please.
Beach Please. They got special guests on tonight. I think Positive Vibes Adventure. Danny and Tanya's going to be on there, so that'll be a good show. So go hang out with them. And since we didn't hit the button a lot tonight, I want to leave you with this little classic from us. Y'all have a great evening. Thank you guys for coming here. We love you guys.
Joining us tonight.
Yeah. And
thank you.
Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. It don't cost you a thing. And we got plenty of videos coming out on the Sunshine.
We do.
As we always do. Good night.
Bye.
Sure, everyone does it. But everyone tries to hide it a little differently. Who is brave enough to dive deep into the bowels of this investigation? There could only be one YouTube channel elementary enough to take this on. Luvy's Fat Life will help you pinpoint who dealt it every time. Windbreakers, silent but deadly, rip-roaring flatulation of the seismic blast, or maybe a shart. Join us as we review the Fart Files.